Hello everybody, this is Hudson here. How you guys doing? You're seeing another video. This is some hardpoint at freaking standoff. I always say something like, I always forget what it is and stuff like that, so sorry about that, guys. I'm playing with a bunch of people that are big family of my YouTube, and they made this team called BHG Gamers, and they put their clan tag as BHG, and they invited me to a game. And they're really cool. You guys can see their names and stuff like that. Go send them a nice little heart or something like that. It means a lot to me. We didn't end up winning this match, guys. We actually lost 209 to 204, and I went 54 and 24. But we lost a guy. Like, a guy timed out, and that's the reason why we lost. But I died a lot because, you know, they weren't the best players in the world, and I mean, I would have done better if I had better people to play with. But they're awesome, man. I much respect. I love playing with some of my viewers and stuff like that. So I love you guys. I do die off first, but what I really want to talk about today, guys, is it's a little off topic and stuff like that. What I've been talking about the past few days, and it's about the competitive side of Call of Duty nowadays and how it used to be back then when I used to play and back now. Esports has really changed a lot. That's all I really gotta say. But my personal experiences back when I used to play in Black Ops 1 and MW2, it's really changed because esports used to be so small. MLG used to be so small, and like you know how now it is, like, people have MLG in their names and stuff like that, and you just do it like that. Back in, like, you know, all that, only people that, you know, really counted was, you know, you just go there and you just play and you just leave. Like, no, esports got its really big name off of Black Ops 2's competitive. Like, I never, like, myself, I didn't hear about MLG until, like, I was in, like, the beginning of Black Ops 1, and I heard I saw it on the news that MLG was taken off of all this and all that, TV and stuff like that, and this is later on. Before that, I'm pretty sure. But I used to play Halo and stuff like that, and, you know, people used to watch that and all that. But and it just started died down, and then, you know, Black Ops 1, it kind of, you know, wasn't too good. MW2 was horrible, and all that. But it's really changed because esports, anything can go by anytime and anywhere. You could do, like, these rules, some of these rules, like dead silence and stuff like that, weren't actually, you know, qualified, and they didn't really, you know, put rules. You played on multiplayer is what you played on, you know, LAN. And some rules, you know, acquired, like no cussing at each other, but people still did, but, you know, all that and stuff. But what I really want to talk about is just, you know, my personal experience. Like, back in the day, I used to, you know, go to friends' houses and play Call of Duty all the time. I used to, you know, just play all that Call of Duty. I used to go to, like, GameStop tournaments and win there and all that, and, you know, it was really fun, and stuff like that. It was just fun, and I really want to tell you guys my story, like how we're at, like, all this, but I kind of want to talk more about esports and how it's changing, because that's what I was told. But I'll save this for another day about my competitive side. But you know, it's really fun. Like, esports is just, it's really grown, like I said, like, a million times already. I need to, like, find what I'm gonna try to say. Like, you see now, like, esports has gotten so much power and so much, you know, fame, that they just, you know, everything, like, you know, they pretty much are, like, the key to MLG now. Like, they're pretty much, like, in their own sport. And it's a group of, pretty much, if nobody knows what esports is, it's practically a community that has all the, you know, the competitive gamers, and it's just they announce, like, all this stuff. Like, oh my god, Sovereign 0-2, Optic Gaming's losing or something like that to Envious, and they update everything, and they pretty much have their own like match settings. So, you know, like, that's what the competitive players use. So, like, it bans certain, like, utensils and certain gadgets or certain equipments or certain guns that the players don't like or the community voted for to be blocked. And I respect that stuff, but they really, like, they changed because, like, esports never got popular until the end, well, the beginning of. Well, it was kind of like, you know, Black Ops 2 kind of sparked it because they had spectator mode. Like, that was perfect mode, and it was just beautiful. And that's pretty much where it sparked. Hopefully I'm not skipping stuff. Okay, good. And that's pretty much what that is. And right now they're doing okay and all that. And I mean, some people ask me if I'm still gonna, you know, going back to competitive. I'm not going back to competitive, mostly because I just want to stay here and entertain you guys with YouTube. And yeah, esports is the reason, pretty much a little bit of the reason why Call of Duty is going down, is because they're banning and they're asking Infinity Ward and all the other companies to, you know, nerf or, like, block half these guns that, you know, are really mean to stop people. And it's kind of my personal sake. It's kind of like, it's always the pros ways. Like, it's and like they don't listen to in the community. They only listen to what the pros say. That's the thing. They're pretty skeptical about that, because some of us, like, you know, myself, I would rather, you know, I want to use MSBS on, you know, Call of Duty, you know, Clan v Clan, because, you know, MSBS is a good gun. It should be used. Even though it's OP, they could still nerf it a little bit. And that's the reason why Call of Duty messes up. Call of Duty messes up because they tinker with the guns. Like, the guns in the beginning of the game were perfect. Like, they shouldn't have been touched. There's always, nobody understands, there's always going to be an OP gun. There's always going to be a better gun better than the other guns. Like, think about it. A sniper's going to one-shot anybody. It can one-shot somebody in one, like, if they're going to die. And, like, now giving hit markers on snipers, that's not right, because that wouldn't happen if you get a hit marker in the head. It wouldn't happen, because these these guns that are in the games are more powerful than they really are in the game in real life. Nobody really understands that. And, like, look at the ACR, for crying out loud, M23. Like, that gun was OP, it's still OP, and it's still the best gun. And look at M23, everything's equal, everything's better. M23 is the best Call of Duty that's ever been out there for a gun's sake. But Black Ops 2 is mostly just for its multiplayer and competitive. Ghost is just complete shit. Like, they just need to, like, worry about what the community wants than what the pro players want, because it's not always about, at the end of the day, it's not about the 32 teams of Call of Duty that are really popular, then all the millions of people out there that love playing Call of Duty and spend their time playing Call of Duty and, you know, pay the money to play Call of Duty and get disrespected by a company that is pretty much just favoritism competitive players than over, you know, the community. They need to listen to community more, mostly because we're the ones that make them money. And I mean, I understand the pro players and all that, they deserve and stuff, but anybody could be a pro player. You could be good and all that. You just sit there and play in front of a video game system all day. I mean, I understand that I might sound a little cocky on that, but dude, like, seriously, it's all it takes. But some of these kids out there don't get to have that chance, mostly because they have school. Like, I focus on school a lot. I don't want to worry about competitive. And, like, I know it might sound cool and all that, you can be, like, all famous and stuff like that, but fame, guys, it doesn't mean everything. Like, I'd rather be a person than have fame, mostly because fame doesn't prove who you are, it just changes you, and that's what you don't want it to do. Like somebody, I could be famous, I could be famous right here. You see, I'm famous. I could have friends that I had before I was famous that are really cool, and I had the best life ever. And when you have fame, you lose all your friends because you start getting cocky and you start not paying attention to them anymore. And that's the reason why we have flaws nowadays. And, like, I've been personal sake, I've done it before and all that. Just I've lost friends just over video games. And that's the reason why, like, we need to, like, separate ourselves from video games a little bit, you know, mostly because of that. Like, we're getting our life mixed up in a little bit too much of Call of Duty. And money is not always everything. Like, Call of Duty used to be just about entertainment, guys. And when it was all about entertainment, everything was fun. Everything was really fun. But now it's all about the money. Now it's all about the fame. Now it's all about the main stage. Now it's all about just who's gonna be who. Now it's just all about your name getting announced on a television. And it's not that. Call of Duty, on the back of its case, says this is an entertainment game. And why don't we make it? It's mostly because the world is ran with money and power. And that's what we want, and that's what we do. So that's kind of my sake about how the esports and all that changed to pretty much Call of Duty, and how Call of Duty changed since I've been playing Call of Duty. And I'd hate to say it, but Call of Duty is not going to last much longer, mostly because of that. And I hope everybody understands where my part is. If you guys do have any questions, just comment down below. But like I said, like, Call of Duty is just a game you just have fun with, and don't let that stuff get to your head about people saying you're garbage or anything like that. The game is meant to have fun on, not just to sit there and make money. I mean, that'd be wonderful, just sit there and play video games and make money, but my personal sake, I just want to have people that actually care about me, and that's a family. Like, I'm not looking to get on YouTube to have fan mail every day saying I love you and all that. That'd be amazing to have. I'm here to have criticism. It's a lesson. I'm trying to learn my lesson on how life is gonna be like when I do have people watching me, and I do have people looking up to me, and I do have responsibility to take every day. And that's the reason why gaming's probably not gonna last much longer, mostly because people are taking it the wrong way. think about it. Take it back to the PS2 days and all that. What'd you do? Was there competitive back then? No. It was just have fun, entertainment, and just worry about yourself. And just look at it now. People are making money off of criticizing people, and people are making money just sitting in front of a TV nowadays, and nothing but skill, I guess. And anybody can be anything, and that's why I want to tell you guys can be who you want to be. You can go for what you want, but always at the end of the day, realize what really important means to you, like what really means important to you. Because at the end of the day, that important thing will treat you nicely and will last with you forever. And I hope you guys do understand that. And I might not make a little bit of sense, but just think about it a little bit. And this has been a gameplay of mine, I guess. So I love you guys, and this has been a really strong Call of Duty. It's a really strong message, and I hope you guys do watch through all of it. And yeah, see you guys later. This has been Hudson. Hope you guys do understand. I love you guys. See you guys next video. Peace.